Hey, being at work listeners, this week's daily doses of leadership are coming from my incredible experience at CultureCon, a conference in Madison, Wisconsin that is all about organizational culture. And there was a speaker that I got an opportunity to listen to from Zappos, Zappo, the online shoes company. I'm sure you know the brand. The former CEO of Zappos, actually, he might have been the founder of Zappos. But, anyways, very well known for building culture, Tony Hsieh. The speaker from Zappos yesterday shared this Tony Hsieh quote that I found really interesting and I want to talk a bit about today. Tony Hsieh one time said, just because you can't measure the ROI of something doesn't mean you shouldn't do it. What's the ROI of hugging your mom? And I want to talk through that today because leadership development is something that's hard to measure. And often when I'm working with organizations and with leaders, we spend so much time really thinking through what's the ROI and how do we measure the impact that this program is having. And Tony Hsieh is what he's saying is it's hard to do that, but just because it's hard doesn't mean we shouldn't do it. I mean, we know there's all of this intangible benefit. And so, my encouragement to organizations is to recognize both the qualitative, intangible value, the feeling really good. It feels really good to hug your mom. It's hard to measure the quantitative impact of that. But I also want to encourage organizations to measure what you can. There's not going to be one data point that isolates the impact of leadership development, but if you look at multiple data points, they help to tell the story of the impact and the feeling good and the growth. So, for example, maybe you're tracking retention. Look at retention at the beginning of the engagement, at the end of the engagement, and see, like, did the needle move? What about engagement or promotability? Or even putting in some quantitative measures like how effective are you at demonstrating this competency before and after? Just because you can't measure the ROI of something doesn't mean you shouldn't do it. True. And we need to challenge ourselves as individuals and leaders who are focused on adding value to our businesses to measure what we can. Both are true. And what a great way to take care of yourself and the organization that you're serving.